Happy Monday. It is the start of a brand new week, and you said you were going to work on the business. That's what you said. Ladies, I want you guys to understand this. You should be generating income while you're asleep. Good morning. You should be generating income while you're asleep. And if you are not, you are doing something wrong. It is 2026, the year of alignment. We said we were going to fix it, so let's fix it, okay? You spend way too much time on these internet streets to not be building your business and generating the income that you deserve. We have to fix it today, not tomorrow. It has to be done today. I also want you guys to understand this. Good morning. You only need one digital product in your store. See, a lot of y'all get held up because you think you need about 50 products. No. You only need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will literally change your entire life. How do I know that? Because it changed mine. You guys, when I first started 6 years ago, I lost 100 pounds, okay? I was a very big girl. And on my weight loss journey, I learned how to exercise, I learned how to eat right, and I fixed my mindset. And I took all of that knowledge and turned it into an ebook and started selling it on YouTube, teaching other people how to lose weight too, okay? So what I want you to do is take something that you already know how to do, key word, already know. It's not something you gotta be taught, you already know it. And that's what I want you to build your business around. But the problem with a lot of you ladies, and I used to struggle with this too, you live in fear. On my life, fear stands for fuck everything and run. And that's what you're doing. You're running away from your brilliant ideas that could be making you millions right now because you're so fearful of looking stupid. Good morning. You're so fearful of people talking about you. You're so fearful of failure. And that's why you're stuck. That is why you're stuck right now. Because a lot of you guys already had business ideas. You've had them for years. But year after year, you allow fear to steal your dreams from you. So what I'm going to need you to do today, not tomorrow and not next week, but today, I'm going to need you to let go of the fear. I'm going to need you to start building your business and keeping the promises that you make to yourself so you can finally live the life that you've always wanted. Okay? Now, what I want to know this morning, good morning, who on this live is fed up of their own BS? They are tired of always starting and stopping. You are the person who starts something new all the time but never follows it through. Or you're the person who tells herself what she can't do before she even tries. If that is you and you're tired of it, you want better for yourself, go ahead and put me in the chat because I want to know who I'm talking to this morning. Good morning. I also want to know who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. If that is you, put me in the chat. Maybe you did that last year. New Attitude said me, good job. Maybe you did that last year. But this year you want something different. Go ahead and put me in the chat. And last but not least, what I want to know is who on this live has no clue as to what a digital product is. Very good, Sherry. If you have no idea or you only know a little bit, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm going to teach you. For those of you guys who have never seen my face before, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz. And on this live, we're going to build our online business. Okay, we're gonna build the product and we're gonna learn how to sell it. But most importantly, we're gonna build ourselves. We're gonna build our follow through. We're gonna build our confidence. We're gonna build some discipline and some consistency. We're gonna build some boundaries and some standards for our life so that we no longer get in our own way. See, you hold yourself back, ladies. Let's just be real. You hold yourself back. All the fear and the limiting beliefs that you refuse to let go of is exactly why you're trapped. So we got to fix it. All right. I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of information on this live. Good morning. It would be in your best interest to write it down. Because if I know anything about you, you are human. And you are going to forget. You always do. Because life, and stress stresses. So if you take notes, if you write this shit down, anything that I do say that you happen to forget, you can still refer back to those notes and get it done. Good morning, Sherry. The key word of this live, ladies, is going to be execution. Let me turn the mirror off. Hold on. The key word of this live is execution, okay? Because we're gonna actually do it. We're not just gonna write it down, we are going to do it. The only way to reach the goals that you have for yourself is to execute, not talk about it, not write about it, not manifest about it, but execute it, okay? So the key word of this live is execution. If you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat, because if you're ready to learn, I am ready to teach. Also, you guys, the more we interact with this live, the more we like, comment, and share, the more TikTok and YouTube will push this live to more women who are tired of their BS. They was ready to quit their job too. They got the 2-week notice already in the drafts, ready to hit send. So just like this live found you, let's allow it to find them. Double tap the screen, like and share the live good morning circle, okay? Are you guys ready? Put ready in the chat. Let's do an affirmation. Let's do an affirmation. Let me get a ready in the chat. Let me know that you are here. Things won't get better until you think better. Good morning. Things won't get better until you think better. You have a lot of brilliant ideas, ladies. You already know this. I don't have to tell you that. You know this. But again, the things you got going on in this pretty head of yours is what's keeping you trapped. So we got to think better so we can do better. So start telling yourself you're proud of yourself, please. Can we get that today? Can you remind yourself how amazing you are today? Can we do that? Okay. Just wanted to confirm. Very good. Let's get started. So what is a digital product? Good morning, Afton. What is a digital product and how will we build our business? So a digital product is something you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix, think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it. It's all out in the cloud somewhere, okay? Ladies, you are going to create something to sell. Don't overthink. Don't second guess. Just do it. There is something that you already know how to do. I told you guys I lost 100 pounds and I sold an ebook teaching other people how to lose weight and I promoted it on YouTube, okay? So please take what you already know. Maybe you're a really good parent. You can make an ebook teaching other women how to be good parents, how to raise their children properly. I don't know, just sell something, okay? And it doesn't have to be an ebook. You could do an e-course, workbooks, journals, affirmation guides. You could do private communities, whatever. There's no limitation to your greatness except the limitation you put on yourself, okay? Now, I'm gonna give you guys 2 apps. 2. And these apps will change your entire life if you use them, okay? Don't just download them and let them sit there. You have to use them. We gotta execute. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. It is the start of a brand new week. This is your favorite day of the week because you always talking about something. I'm gonna start on Monday. Monday. Well, we're here. It's Monday. So that means you're gonna start, right? Because you said Monday in 2026. That's what you said. That's what you said, okay? I'm just trying to confirm. Make sure you guys follow me if you haven't already. Listen, they do steal my videos and then they turn around and make fake accounts. Then they message you. Please do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled. Canva, app number 1 is Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Download it, write it down, take your notes. Canva. You will be using this app for everything, okay? Everything. Now, let me tell you, you do get a free trial, okay? So like for the first 3 months, it's free, something like that. They're always switching up the promotion. And then it's $14.99 a month after. It is worth every penny. And do not sit here and say, I don't have $14.99. That's a bold-faced lie. Because you are at Chipotle every day, spending $25 on a bowl so you can get extra queso and extra chicken. You will invest in your business and you will download Canva, okay? Now you will use it for everything. So maybe you want to create content and you want your videos to be branded. You want to put your logo on the videos, the Instagram reels, all the things. Fine. Go on Canva. They have thousands of Instagram reel, TikTok reel templates. Yes, Matt. Yes. We're not going to sit here and say, well, we can't afford because the bank account says something different. Pull the statement. Pull the statement and see where your money go. Food, DoorDash, Uber Eats. Don't play. Okay. All right. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I tell you every morning, start your channel. And today you're going to listen because it's Monday. Canva has thousands of YouTube thumbnails, templates, okay? And it's really easy to use. You just drag and drop, boom, boom, boom. It's simple, ladies. Don't overthink, okay? And those thumbnails are the pictures that you see before you click on the video. That's what a thumbnail is, okay? Maybe you want to sell an ebook, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to make this morning. And you want to make it look all pretty. You want to put your own pictures, your logos, all the things. Canva has thousands upon thousands of ebook templates for you, okay? So Canva's going to be your best friend. You just have to use it. Now, before we get into app number 2, I want to speak to the woman on this live who's living in fear, like she always does. And what do we say? Fear stands for fuck everything and run, and you're trying to run away right now. Because you're saying things to yourself like, Jazz, I'm not tech savvy. I'm too old to start an online business. What if it's too late for me? Okay. Let me talk to you real quick, please. Ma'am, I'm gonna hold your hand. First of all, what I want you to know is this. You woke up this morning. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That is a blessing. Every day that you are blessed with another day means you have another opportunity to work towards your goals. It is never too late until you are 6 feet under. Number 2, you are very tech savvy. You use technology every day. Don't sit up on my live and tell no tales, because you are on your phone from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. You are on social media, sharing, archiving, commenting, and all of the things. That takes tech savviness. Yes, it does. So you will use the same tech savviness that you already have and build your online business. And number 3, for my ladies who think they're too old, what did we just say? You are going to sell your knowledge. That's what we said, okay? And if you are older, that means you have a lot of knowledge to sell. You have a lot of wisdom to sell. So get to selling. Get to selling. She said, I finished my workbook. Hold on. I just finished my ebook planning last night. You're live last week. Very good, Karana. Very good. Now we got to sell it. We gotta sell it. I'm so proud of you. Execution is the key word, okay? Now, app number 2, y'all ready? Are y'all ready for app number 2? Make sure you guys are taking notes, because the key word of this live is execution. How can we execute if we don't even know what the hell we're doing? We can't. So you gotta write it down so you can still do it. ChatGPT, good morning. App number 2 is good old chat. This is AI. This is AI, okay? And you and chat are gonna be locked in, BFFs for life, okay? You will be using chat for everything. Now, they do have a premium version, which is $20 a month, but you don't need it. You do not need it, okay? Because I know you're sitting there trying to calculate how much. You don't need it. You are good on free. Thank you, Anna. You are good on free, okay? But I will say I love premium. I'm not gonna hold you, but you are good with everything that we're talking about on the free version, okay? Now you will use it for everything. So maybe you want to create content, you want to get monetized and all the things, but you're just not too sure what kind of videos to make. Ask chat, he'll tell you. He will give you all the video ideas. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel and you want to make YouTube videos, but you're just a little camera shy and you don't really know what to say. Thank you, Anna. Chat will script the entire video for you. Now all you have to do is say the words. I told you, on this live, there's no excuses. No, you ain't got none, because I'm making it easy. And maybe you do want to sell an ebook, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to make this morning, but you're just not too sure what to put in it. Chat will write the entire ebook for you from beginning to end in under 30 seconds. Ladies, I can't make this up. It has never been easier than today to start your online business. You just have to do it, okay? So I gave you Canva and I gave you chat. Now we're gonna put it together and write it. If you're ready for prompt number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, happy Monday. My name is Coach Jazz. This is the year of alignment. This is the year that you said you was going to get your ish together. This was the year that you said you was going to build that business, you was going to make the content, you was going to reach your goals. That's what you said. You said that in 2025. So here we are. Here we are. Let's see who's really about it and who's just talking, okay? Because you can do anything that you want to do. The problem is you get in your own way. The things you got going on in this head of yours is what's keeping you trapped. That's what it is. Can you please show us Chat GPT? Chat GPT. Just type it in your app store, okay? All right, y'all ready? Very good. You're gonna open up chat. In the search, you're gonna type this in, write it down. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you've got that, put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, this is the opportunity to ask. Remember, closed mouths don't get fed. Let's do an affirmation while I wait for some got that's. I believe in my infinite potential. I believe in my infinite potential. You better get to believing, and if you don't, we got a problem. This is a lack of confidence. And the reason we lack confidence is because we never keep the promises that we make to ourselves. Every single time you tell yourself you're gonna make a video and you don't, you are subconsciously telling yourself that you're not worthy of it. You're not worthy of being prioritized. You're not worthy of working on your goals. That's what you're telling yourself through your actions. See, actions speak louder than words. Do they or do they not? They apply to you too, not just to other people. You are showing yourself every time you break your promises that you're not worthy of it. So stop. If you tell yourself you're gonna do something, thank you, Christy. If you tell yourself you're gonna do something, then it needs to get done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because you are worth it. Yes, you are. Okay? Y'all got that. So everybody got that. Don't wait 10 minutes in the live. Be like, Jazz, can you repeat? No, I cannot. Because you could have asked to have it repeated now. All right, fair enough. You're gonna hit enter. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. You're gonna hit enter. Now, before we move forward, I need you to write this word down. Why does this look funny? I feel like I just spelled this wrong. Okay, it just looks funny. Okay, write this word down. Consistent. Consistent. I don't know why it just looks like I didn't spell it right. Consistent. Write it down. Write it down. I need you to write this down. Because in 2026, we are going to lock in on the true definition of consistent. Because a lot of y'all are confused. So I'm going to go ahead and unconfuse you. See, some of y'all think consistent means once in a while. When I feel like it. If I have time. No. Consistent means more often than not. Good morning. In 2026, we are going to go off of the plan, not the mood. Consistent means more often than not when you feel like it. I need you to be consistent in order to reach your goals. There's no way around it. Consistent means more often than not. So, if there's 7 days in a week, I need you to be working on the goal, the business, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, at least 4 out of the 7. That is the only way it gets done, ladies. In order for you to consistently get a paycheck, don't you have to consistently go to work? Yes. Yes, you do. For my girlies who have lost weight, I have lost over 100 pounds. You know this is true. In order to lose weight, don't you have to consistently eat less food and consistently move your body? Yes. Yes, you do. The business is no different. I need you to be consistent. Okay, good morning. Good morning. I do not. Now, let's make consistency easy because life is hard enough, okay? Life is life and stress is stressing. We got a lot on our plates as it is. Let's make it easy. It is so much easier for you to be consistent when you do things that you actually like to do. Because when things don't feel like work, you're more likely to do them, which means you're going to end up being consistent and then it's actually going to get done. I want you to go through the list that chat gave you, 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solve a problem. And I want you to choose something off of that list that you truly have a passion for, that you would not mind talking about all day. I want you to love it so much that you drive your husband crazy because you won't stop talking about it. Whatever that is, that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. We are going to build a business in something that we truly enjoy, okay? Because when you truly enjoy what you do, now you walk in purpose. Now you walk in purpose. Your energy hits different when you get to wake up every day doing what you love. See, I never understood that when I worked my 9 to 5 because I hated my 9 to 5. So I never could have imagined a life where you get up every single day doing what you love because I hated it. Now I live it. And I want you to live it too. So go through the list and choose something that chat gave you that you actually like. Now, if it gave you 10 things and you don't like none of the things it gave you, fine, ask for 10 more. And just keep asking until it gives you something you want to use, okay? One last thing I need you to write down. Money flows where energy goes. I'm gonna say that again. Money flows where energy goes. Ladies, if you are anything like how I used to be, you are giving all of your energy to any and everyone. You are an energy vending machine. You are giving all your energy to your spouse, your boyfriend, your partner, sneaky link, whatever. You're giving all your energy to your kids. You're giving all your energy to your parents and your family. You're giving all of your energy to your job and your co-workers. You're giving all of your energy to your friends. You're giving all of your energy to celebrity gossip. And by the time you sit down to work on something for yourself, you can't because you don't have any energy left because you gave it all away. And now you feel frustrated, you feel irritated, you feel defeated, and you feel depressed. That is because you are giving out way too much energy. Starting today, because it's Monday, your favorite day of the week. We are going to reel that back on in. Moving forward, you are going to start putting energy into yourself. It does not make you a bad wife because you want to work on your goals. It does not make you a bad mother because you want to do something for yourself for once. It does not make you a bad friend because you don't want to sit there and talk to your friend about her problems. It makes you human. You matter too. Your happiness is important too. Your goals are important too. Don't you ever forget that. So moving forward, I need you to start telling people no. The answer is no. And no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain anything. No. I cannot loan you any money. That is money I could be using towards my business. No, I cannot give you a ride. That is time that I could be using towards my business. No, I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you about your problems. Shit, I got my own problems to work through. The answer is no. No, 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 okay? Because when you start keeping your energy, now you have some. Now you can work on the things that truly matter to you. Money flows where energy goes. Stop giving all your energy your way. Your energy is currency. Stop giving it out. And half the people that you're giving it to, they don't even give it back to you. So just stop. Okay? Okay. Prompt number 2, y'all got all of that. Once you choose the digital product idea you're gonna use, type this in. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Good morning. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, this is the opportunity to ask. Closed mouths do not get fed, ladies. How can we execute if we don't even know what we're doing? Because if I know anything about you, you're human and you're gonna forget. You always do. So just write it down. Just write it down. Self-love empowers me to be the best version every single day. Self-love empowers me to be the best version every single day. Let me ask you this. Do you love yourself? I mean, deeply, not just because it sounds cute. Do you truly love yourself? Some of y'all don't even know. Some of y'all have no clue. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Anna said not enough. We're gonna fix it. I need you to start doing things for you. I need you to start taking care of yourself. Can we prioritize 8 hours of sleep, please? That means you got to put the phone down earlier so that you can go to bed earlier so that you can have 8 hours of sleep. Can we start moving our body? Can we start drinking our water? Can we start eating fruits and veggies, please? Okay. We got to start working on this self-love. Can we say our affirmations, please? Okay, good. All right. Prompt number 2. Did y'all get that? We did prompt number 2, right? We did all that. Okay. You're going to hit enter. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. We said that. Okay. You're going to hit enter. This is what I mean by it has never been easier than today to build your online business because chat wrote the ebook for you. It wrote it. Now all you have to do is copy and paste. She said, I'm struggling with my 8 hours. We got to go to bed on time. We got to set a bedtime and execute the bedtime. We're going to copy and paste, okay? We will copy what chat gave us and paste it into Canva. So open up the Canva app. In the search, type ebooks, hit enter. It's going to generate thousands. Just pick your most favorite one, and they're all customizable. You can swap out colors, fonts, pictures, everything, okay? You will copy and paste. Now, to my ladies on this live who love to overthink, you overthink from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And it's not getting you anywhere because the ebook is still not done. The content is still not made and the business is still not set up. Stop. No more overthinking. We're leaving that in 2025. I want you to write this down. KISS, K-I-S-S. It's an acronym and it stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Stop overthinking. Stop. Just keep it simple, silly. I want you to make sure your ebook looks clean, simple, legible. That is it. That is it. Okay? When you are done copying and pasting and you love the way it looks, I want you to download it as a PDF file. PDF. Okay? Once you have downloaded it as a PDF file, you will upload it to your hosting site. Write these down. Y'all better be taking notes. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, and Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. Yes, there's plenty more out there, but these are some of the most popular ones. If you've got all of that, I need to see some got that's in the chat. Let me know that you're here and you're present. Let me know you're not asleep, please, because this is the tea. Hello. How can we execute if we don't even know what we're doing? And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz. We are building our online business, but most importantly, we are building ourselves. We're building our follow-through, our discipline, our accountability, our consistency, our confidence, our self-respect, our standards, and our boundaries. Do you have boundaries? Or do you just let people talk to you all types of crazy? Are you a people pleaser? Thank you, Lady G. Do you do what other people want you to do just to keep the peace? Is that what you got going on in your life? That's a problem. That's a problem. We got to fix it. Y'all got that. TikTok number 2. I see about 17 of y'all. Where y'all at? Can somebody please got that in the chat? Also, you guys, the more we interact with this live, the more this live will get pushed to more people. Believe it or not, there are a lot of women who are tired of their BS. They want to quit their job. They want to build their confidence. They want to start their business. So just like this live found you, let's allow it to find others. Very good. Thank you, Lady G. You're good. Okay, so these are our most popular hosting sites. Thank you, Circle. These are some of our most popular hosting sites. Okay, cool. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk. Ladies, the beauty of having a coach and having a mentor is that they can teach you things to do and not to do, all from their own personal experiences. Thank you, Missy. I have been doing this full time for 6 years. Made more money than I ever could have imagined from my cell phone, a laptop, and some Wi-Fi. But I would be lying to you if I did not tell you that I also made a lot of mistakes. Oh yeah, I got a whole basket full of mistakes. One of the biggest lessons that I learned in entrepreneurship, and this is also life advice, ladies, this is not just strictly for business. Ladies, we have got to get a handle on our finances. Oh, yes, we're going to talk about it. Because the version of you, your dream version, who's confident, who loves herself, who has boundaries, who tells herself how amazing she is, she's running her business, she doesn't care what people think, she also knows about her finances. She doesn't overspend. She is financially literate. She sticks to a budget. We have got to become financially literate. We have to start calculating how much comes into the house versus how much leaves. We have to have discipline. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I never used to understand how people could make so much money and be broke as hell until I lived it. I thought the reason that I was paycheck to paycheck when I was working my 9 to 5 was just because I didn't make enough money. No, I had a spending problem. I lived above my means and I never told myself no, and I was never on a budget. And I carried those same horrible spending habits into entrepreneurship, and it crashed and burned. I had to put myself on a budget. I had to become financially literate, and I had to stick to the plan, not the mood. And the reason why I'm telling you this now is because these hosting sites have fees. Ladies, we're not gonna act like stuff is free. We are too grown. We know that there are fees to everything. Don't act brand new. Don't do it. Do not do it. But don't say you can't afford no fees because you are at Chick-fil-A every day. You are always getting your nails done. You are always on TikTok Shop and Temu and Shein. Don't do it. These hosting sites have fees. Yes, they do. Now, I use Stan. I love Stan. Stan is great. But Stan is also very expensive. Stan is $99 a month. That is very high if your business is not making that yet, okay? If you are brand new to all of this, then Stan Store is not for you. I don't want you on Stan. Skip it for now. Instead, I want you on Gumroad, Gumroad, because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. They charge you 10% for every sale. So until you make money, you do not have to spend it. That's a great place to start, okay? Now, what I know about you is you're gonna make money. How do I know that? Because you're taking notes, you're asking questions, and you promised me you were gonna execute. That's what you said. So when you do start making money, then I want you to bring everything over to Stan Store. Because Stan Store has a lot of features that will help you expand your business. Like Afterpay and Klarna. Ladies, let me tell you about what's going on in the world of finance in 2026. People today, they love buy now, pay later. It's taken over. People are using buy now, pay later options than they are credit cards. And no, it is not just poor people, because six-figure earners are also using buy now, pay later options, which is Afterpay, Klarna, they got Sezzle, they got Quad Pay, they got Affirm. I think PayPal has something. There's so many different ones these days. So if you have a buy now, pay later option on your site, I promise you, you will make more. But for now, you will just start with what you have. Yes, you can use Gumroad overseas. Absolutely. You will start with what you have. You will start with Gumroad. You will grow your business and you will transfer everything over to Stand Store later. Okay? All right, cool. Now, what we just did was we took Canva, we took chat, we put it together and we wrote the ebook. Now we have to sell it. Ladies, we got to sell it. And I'm going to be honest, sales is 80% of the business. 80%. That's more than half. So we got to get this right or there's not going to be no business. But before we get into sales, I need to make something crystal clear to you. That process of copying and pasting and making that ebook, that should not take you longer than 2 hours. Respectfully, it shouldn't take longer than 1, but I'm gonna give you grace and I'm gonna give you 2. And I don't care how old you are. On this live, age ain't nothing but a number. I don't give a damn. Because what you're not gonna do, I don't care what your age is try to convince me that it takes longer to copy and paste some words. Because you're copying and pasting real links all day. You are sharing reels all day long, copying and pasting, kikiing and kakan. So you know how to copy and paste, don't lie. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste, we have a serious problem. She said, I'm 56 in March and I thought I was too old. No, ma'am, age ain't nothing but a number. No, you were not too old for nothing, okay? No. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste, we got a problem. One problem that you might be experiencing, and I used to be guilty of this too, this is how I know. You want to be perfect. Let me guess, you're a perfectionist. So everything about you just must be perfect or it's not right. You're the woman who's gonna sit on a brilliant idea for 6 months because she has to overthink. Then when you do decide to get started, you're gonna take things out, put things back, you're gonna get frustrated and irritated because it's still not perfect and give up on it. And then waste 3 more months of your life that you do not get back just to overthink some more and have some more OCD. And then when you do decide to get started yet again, this time you're gonna go ask 20 people what they think you should do with your business. And the crazy thing is, these people that you're asking, they don't even run a business. And these aren't even people that you would trade lives with. But for some reason, you care so much about what people think. And then when they tell you their opinion, you listen and you care. Next thing you know, a whole year has gone by and you ain't did shit but waste time that you will never get back. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Listen. Listen to me. Let me make something clear. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but sometimes that's just what I do best. Ma'am, you are not perfect. No, you're not. You are flawed. But that's okay, because I'm not perfect either. I am flawed. We are all perfectly imperfect. See, what you really are is scary. You are still living in fear. And what do we say? On this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run. And that's what you're doing. You are running away from your brilliant idea because you're so fearful of looking stupid. You're so fearful of people talking about you. You're so fearful of people laughing at you. So you just hold on to all of this fear and it gets you nowhere because you are getting older, not younger. You are wasting time. And if you want to dig even deeper into that, all of this fear that we hold on to, all of these excuses and this procrastination and telling ourselves what's not going to work and we ain't even try, is because these are all forms of self-sabotage. You are self-sabotaging. That's why I have said this entire life. You are getting in your own way. The things you got going on in this pretty head of yours is what's keeping you stuck. You are doing this to yourself. This is self-inflicted. This is not group sabotage. No, this is not my best friend sabotage. No, this is self-sabotage. That's what you're doing to yourself. And the reason why we self-sabotage is because your fragile little ego cannot handle feeling disappointed. The feeling of disappointment, trying something new, putting yourself out there and it failing scares the shit out of you. You can't handle feeling disappointed in yourself. So you make up all these excuses, you hold on to all this fear, you have all these negative limiting beliefs so that you don't have to feel disappointed in yourself if it doesn't work. Self-sabotage. But you already said earlier that you hate your job. You said you were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. That's what you said. You said you were tired of always starting and stopping. You were tired of not having confidence in yourself. That's what you said. Well, I'm trying to help you fix it. On this live, we're going to fix it. We're not going to just talk about it. We're going to fix it. But in order to fix it, we're going to have to change. How can we build a business that can bring in more income into the household so we can stop being paycheck to paycheck if there's no products to sell? How can customers give you their money for your stuff if there's no stuff? They can't. So you're going to have to launch. If you are truly tired of not having confidence in yourself, that's going to require you to keep the promises that you made to yourself. You already promised yourself you were going to have a business. Well, where is the business? I'm trying to help you fix it. So in order to fix it, we have to just do it. Create the damn business. So you can stop breaking all these damn promises and not having confidence in yourself. Just do it. And I need you to understand and understand, ladies, that it will never be perfect. So stop trying, because you are trying to chase something that doesn't even exist. And perfect to whose standards? Because we're all different. So what you consider perfect, I may not. So where is the threshold? Stop trying to be perfect. It will never be perfect. But the more you do something, the better it gets. The more content you create, the better it gets. The more products you put out, the better they will get. But I need you to start with what you have. 2 hours. That's all you have. And you will launch as is and understand that it will get better along the way. All of our favorite businesses that we spend money with today have gotten better along the way. Look at Netflix. Believe it or not, Netflix did not always have a fancy app. No. They were not doing comedy specials with Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle. They didn't have pay-per-view with WWE. They did not have their own original movies and series. Years ago, before COVID, you used to have to go on their website, Netflix.com. You had to make a list of all of the movies that you wanted to see. And these were movies that were once in theaters. These were not their originals. They would mail you a DVD off of the list. You could watch it as many times as you wanted, but when you were ready for the next one, you had to mail that DVD back. And when they received it, they sent you the next one. They didn't wait to be perfect. They didn't wait to have all the funding to afford the fancy software. They worked with what they had. And every year that they worked on their business, guess what? It got better and better and better along the way. Go to your favorite content creator's page. And if he or she still has their videos up from the beginning of time, watch it. Watch it. And then compare their very first video to what you see today. I bet you it's a complete 180. They didn't wait till they had all the fancy cameras and the lighting and the assistants and all the drones. No, they started with what they had. And you found them when they were way better. Because you didn't even know who they was 4, 5, 6, 10 years ago. You didn't even have a clue. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste some words is because you're distracted as fuck. Listen, I already know I'm not the coach for everybody because I'm going to tell you the truth. Some people don't want to hear the truth. They like being lied to. So go ahead. When you get off work, you could work on the business and reaching your goals, but you choose not to. You would rather sit on the phone and gossip with your friends about celebrities and their drama. When you do get time off from work, like the weekend, you could work on your business and reaching your goals, keeping the confidence that you made to yourself, keeping the promises that you made to yourself and building your confidence, but you choose not to. You would rather sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix and Hulu for hours. Late at night, when your children are asleep, you could work on the business and reaching your goals, keeping the promises that you made to yourself and building your confidence, but you'd rather not. You would rather scroll on social media, sharing funny videos back and forth in the group chats. And the reason why we have all of these distractions in the first place is because we are trying to escape. This is escapism. And the reason that we try to escape is because there's things about our life that we are not 1000% happy with. And instead of you being grown woman and fixing it, you would rather run from it. But it's 2026. So let's take a new path. Because obviously that path is not working. It's not getting us anywhere because the content isn't contenting. The business is not businessing. The sales are not salesing. The confidence is -50. The self-respect is out the door because you let people talk to you crazy and you talk even crazier to yourself. There is no follow-through whatsoever. Let's fix that. Instead of trying to escape a life that we are not 1000% happy with, what if we just lock in and build a life that we never feel the need to escape from? So this is what we're going to do today. This is your favorite day of the week. It's Monday. So let's start today. I want you to turn the TV off. Thank you, Monica. Put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Tell your friends you will talk to them later. You are building your dream life. I want you to sit down at home. No, you don't need to go to Starbucks because you get distracted there. You're going to start the ebook and you're going to finish it. Not start, stop, come back next week because we all know you're not coming back. You never do. So you're going to start it and you're going to finish it. 2 hours is all you need. If we are crystal clear on all of those instructions, please put clear in the chat, because respectfully, ain't even no point in talking about sales if you ain't got shit to sell. There's no point. So let me know we're clear on all that. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz, and we're building our online business from scratch. But most importantly, we're building ourselves. Ladies, you can do anything you want. I can't make this up. The only limitation is the limitation you put on yourself. And I remind you guys all of the time, if you even thought the thought, that's because you can. I believe that God plants seeds. Those seeds are our ideas. Why would he plant seeds in an environment that couldn't harvest them? God gave you about 10,000 ideas last year, and you ain't did nothing with them. Stop telling yourself what you can't do. You are getting in your own way. You can do it. So stop saying I can't. In 2026, just throw that out. I can't. You can't what? What can't you do? What are we talking about? Okay? Cool. Sales. So I told you guys a few minutes ago, sales is 80% of the business. That is more than half. So we have to get this right, or there won't be a business. But I got to be honest. Sales is where most people fail. Most people fail at sales, okay? But before you freak out and run away and say things like, oh my God, it's so hard. No, that's not it. Sales is not hard. Sales is actually easy. But the things that people think in regards to sales is what makes sales so hard for them. So we gotta fix it. We have to fix our mindset when it comes to sales. Some of you guys say things like, well, Jazz, I'm just not a salesperson. I don't want to talk about my product too much and people unfollow me. What if people think I'm being annoying? What if people think I'm begging them for money? Okay. Let's fix all that. Number one. Ladies, what I need you to understand is this. Selling is not begging. Selling is solving. People have a problem and you have a solution. You are not begging anyone for anything. So stop thinking that. Number two, ladies, you don't have a choice but to talk about your products and your services and how you can help people consistently, because people will forget. Ladies, everyone is living their own life. They got their own set of problems, and they are being bombarded with content from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed every single day. People are going to forget. They are not thinking about you. You have to consistently remind them that you exist so that they can even begin to remember. Why do you think I keep telling you guys to take notes? I have reminded y'all multiple times to write it down because I already know you're going to forget. Why do I keep saying that the key word of this live is execution? You've heard me say that word about 20 times already. Why do I keep repeating myself? Because if I don't, you're going to forget. I keep saying it so that you begin to remember. So when I do end this live, your brain remembers, oh yeah, I got to execute. You have to remind people consistently that you exist. Otherwise, they will forget. Look at Amazon. We all know who Amazon is. We all are aware. We got the memo. And most of us are Prime members, meaning we pay a monthly subscription to have 2-day, 1-day, and same-day shipping. And even though most of us are Amazon customers and everyone knows who they are, they still consistently remind you that they exist. How? Those Amazon trucks. You can't even go 2 miles down the street without seeing one. They could have left those trucks blank, but they painted them blue and they put their logo on them. Why? So that every time you see their truck, which is all day, you think Amazon. You can't even go down a neighborhood or enter into a mailroom or go into an office suite without seeing Amazon packages all over the place. They could have left those cardboard boxes blank. They could have used clear packing tape, but they didn't. They put their logo on them. Why? So that every time you see a package from them, which is all day, you think Amazon. Do you think they're worried about being annoying? Do you think they're concerned about you unsubscribing from Prime? Girl, please. They know you're not going nowhere. Why? Because they know that they have a solution to your problem. They know you're lazy, and they know you want convenience. We all do. And they got you covered. And month after month, you will still be paying for that 2-day, same day, and 1-day shipping. For those of you guys who have seen my face before, maybe I'm not a new face to you. I've been doing this for 6 years. You might have found me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok. I'm all over the internet. How is it that I'm able to show up consistently, telling people about Glow Up Academy and not worrying about people thinking I'm being annoying or begging them for money or unfollowing me from talking about Glow Up Academy so much? How do I have the energy and the attitude to do that? Because I know I have a solution to people's problems. People want to learn how to build their online business. I teach them that inside Glow Up Academy. People want to learn how to build their confidence and let go of their limiting beliefs and fears so they actually get the stuff done. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. People want to be held accountable and have somebody on them so that they actually get it done. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. If people unfollow me because I'm being annoying, okay. They just weren't ready to glow up, and that's okay. They'll come back when they are. They always do. And because I have that energy with my products and services, I sell, and I sell a lot. Because Amazon has that energy with their products and services, they sell, and they sell a lot. And if you want to sell a lot too, you are going to have the same energy and attitude. You don't have a choice. You really don't. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Good morning. What if you're not getting a check at all? What do you mean? If you're ready for sales tip number 1, put a 1 in the chat. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz. We are selling our digital product now. We already made it, and now we're going to sell it. Make sure you guys follow me if you haven't already. They do steal my videos. And then they're going to turn around and make fake accounts. And then they're going to message you. So don't get hoodwinked, finessed, and bamboozled, y'all. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow me. Let's do an affirmation. I have the power to create the life I want. I have the power to create the life I want. But in order to create the life you want, you have to execute it. It doesn't just fall into your lap. Everything that you have, you worked for. A car did not just fall into your driveway. A paycheck did not just fall into your bank account. You had to work for it. You had to execute. Same thing. And real quick, let me address the elephant in the room. Failure. Some of y'all are saying things, Jazz, I would love to have an online business. I would love to make content. But I'm so afraid to fail. Okay. The problem is, a lot of you guys don't even understand what failure even means. Some of y'all think failure means you launch your first ebook, and if you're not a millionaire in 30 days, then you failed. Some of y'all are really out here thinking that if you post your first YouTube video and you don't get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the week, then you failed. Some of y'all think that if you post a TikTok video and you don't get 10,000 views in an hour, then you failed. But that's not failure. Failure only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel and you say, you know what, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, that's when you have failed. But if every single day you just commit to getting a little bit better, just do something today that you didn't do yesterday. Every day you commit to just getting a little bit better. That's not failure, because you're still trying, you're still showing up, you're still giving it all you got. So maybe yesterday you made excuses, today you don't. Maybe yesterday you thought about making content. How about today you do it and tomorrow you post it? Maybe yesterday you didn't move your body at all. How about today you take 5K to 10K steps? As long as we do something every single day towards doing better, you're not failing because you're still showing up. So for those of you guys who are so afraid to fail, just don't quit. Because if you don't quit, you didn't fail. And also, get rid of these unrealistic timelines. A lot of us have become entitled, and you don't even know it. You have an entitled mindset, and you have become entitled to the number that you pulled out of thin air. I feel entitled to 10,000 views in 1 hour. But who told you that? Like, who even told you that? That was some bizarre number that you pulled out of thin air. And if it doesn't happen the way you think it should happen, that's why you feel like you failed. But what if I told you that every time you just keep doing something, it always gets better? You realize that everything always gets better. And eventually, you always get to the results that you wanted. To my ladies on this live who have lost weight, I lost 100 pounds. We know this to be true. If you consistently eat less food and consistently move your body, won't you eventually get to your goal weight? Yes. Yes, you will. If you consistently pay down your credit card debt and consistently pay your bills on time, won't you eventually get to the credit score that you want? Yes. Yes, you will. Business is no different. So just keep going. Don't stop. And then you don't have to worry about failing. Okay? All right, good. Now that we got that out of our system, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody failure. Sales tip number 1, write this down. Remember, we're taking notes so we can execute, so we can actually get it done. Okay? Sales tip number 1, content is king and distribution is queen. Good morning. Content is king, distribution is queen. Content is king, distribution is queen. So let's break this down so it makes sense, okay? The content is king. Let's start here. Okay, the content is gonna be our pictures, our reels, our stories, if we go live, YouTube, long form videos, all of that is content, okay? All of it. Anything that you post or upload is content. Now, content is king because the content that we put out is going to be telling people about our products and services and how we can help them. But remember, people aren't going to remember. They're forgetful, right? Content is king because we have to post content consistently, meaning more often than not. So if there are 7 days in a week, consistently means at least 4 of the 7. But before you run away and feel overwhelmed, ladies, what did we also say? We are also working on just getting better every single day. So maybe you're not posting at all. Maybe you are camera shy. Fine. If that is you, instead of posting right now, what I want you to commit to doing is recording yourself for 30 seconds or longer, multiple times a day. Not to post, just to get comfortable with being in front of the camera. And even if you want to be faceless, and I still want you to record yourself, your audio, and just say whatever. It's not to post, it's to get comfortable. Once you get comfortable with being in front of the camera, or you get comfortable with hearing your voice if you're going to be faceless, now I want you to commit to posting one 30-second video a week. Just one. Once we get comfortable with that, then we're going to up it to 2, and then 3, and so on and so forth. We're going to get better every single day. We crawl before we walk. We walk before we run. So I don't care where you're at in your journey. You can do this, okay? Now, the distribution is queen part. Not only will you be posting content consistently, I also want you to be building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. We got to build 3. Why? Because one is too close to none. Like that one income you have at that one job. If they laid you off, what would you do? You would be freaking out trying to figure out how you're gonna pay them bills. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it like they tried to do this time last year, what would you do? You would be freaking out like all of the other TikTokers who only had a TikTok account. I teach my students, we have got to stay proactive so we're never reactive. In other words, we got to stay ready. And no, it is not hard to build 3, get out of your head. The same exact video that you post on TikTok, you can throw it on YouTube, Shorts, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter. It takes an extra 5 minutes. I do it all day. I promise you it's not hard. Now, which platform should you grow? That's up to you. You got a lot of options. You got a lot. I always suggest starting with the platform that you're always on. So if you're always on TikTok, start TikTok. Obviously you like this app so much because you're always here. And then just choose 2 more. Now, in case you did not know, YouTube is the most watched platform. No, it is not TikTok. Some of y'all think it is. That's cute. No. TikTok ain't got shit on YouTube. There are more people watching YouTube than cable TV now. I always encourage my students to start their YouTube channel. If everybody and their mama is on YouTube, that means you need to get your booty on YouTube too and start your channel. And thank me later. Now, before we get into sales tip number 2, I want to talk to the woman in the room who's still letting fear take over. She's quiet right now. She's not saying anything. She's taking notes. You're taking notes, but you're a little quiet. You're just feeling a little overwhelmed. And you're saying things like, Jazz, I would love to start an online business. This sounds amazing. But honestly, I don't know if I can. You want me to post consistently? You want me to make an ebook? You want me to build multiple platforms? You want me to keep the promises I made to myself? This just sounds really hard. And I don't know. Okay. Well, before you run away, like you always do, I want you to listen. Just listen. First of all, what I want you to know is I can't convince you of anything. I don't have the power to, so I'm not even going to try. So if you want to believe that posting consistently is hard, then fine. Your feelings are valid. You're right. It's hard. If you want to believe that keeping the promises that you make to yourself is hard, then fine, I'm not going to take that from you. You're right, it's hard. If you want to believe that making an ebook is hard, okay, I'll give it to you. You're right, it's hard. But I do want to remind you that the life you're currently living is hard. Going to a job every day that you absolutely hate and being there for 8 hours or more, that's hard. Knowing that you're meant for more, you're meant for better, and you're not living it is hard. That's hard. Crying every day because you are so unhappy with the way life is going for you right now is hard. That's very hard. And you live like that every day. And see, that's what fear does. And you let it. See, fear will convince you that you can't do any of this. Meanwhile, look at what you're doing every day now. Fear has convinced you that you can't do this, and you're listening year after year. How many years have you had ideas that you never even tried? You continuously let fear steal your dream life from you. It is stealing it because you are not 1000% happy with the way things are going. And it could be better if you let go of the fear. But you won't. You are holding on to it like a chokehold. And it is stealing your happiness and your peace and your freedom from you. And what is so crazy, we as women, I used to do this too. We have a toxic habit of never wanting to give ourselves credit where credit is due. When was the last time you told yourself you were proud of yourself? Some of y'all don't even know. And that's the problem. Because there were things that took place in your life at some point. Let's be real. Everyone's lives. And in those moments, things were dark. And you had no clue how the hell you were going to overcome it. No idea. You were sitting there begging God to help you. And he did. And you're here. Right now. And even though what you went through was hard, you're letting fear convince you that you can't even do this. That's the problem. You mean to tell me, with everything that you've overcome in your life, you don't have the ability to record a 20-second TikTok video and hit post? Really, ladies, our confidence is that low? You mean to tell me that you don't, with everything that you've overcome, you don't have the ability to copy some words and paste it into a pre-made template? Really, ladies, are we serious right now? Unacceptable. This is what I mean by confidence is -50. Unacceptable. And look, I don't have to convince you of this because you can see this for yourself. There are people on these apps who are in worse off situations than you right now. And despite everything that they have going on, they still show up and post. There are women on these apps who have more kids than you, and they still show up to build their dreams. There are people on this app who are always sick, cancer patients, sickle cell, and they're always in the hospital. And despite all of that, they're still showing up, trying to build their business. There are people on this app who have lost it all. They lost their job, they lost their car, they lost their house. But they didn't lose hope. And despite the whole world on their back right now, they are still showing up, just trying to make their dreams come true. Now let's be real for a second. Half of y'all don't have half them problems. Some of y'all might, and I'm gonna give you grace. Some of y'all might really be going through a storm right now, but some of y'all are not. Sure, things aren't perfect. You got some complaints, but for the most part, you are blessed and you know you're blessed. So what is your excuse? Just be real. What is your excuse? Because if you see that they can do it, why can't you? Oh, I forgot. Because you live in fear. And year after year, you let fear steal your dreams from you. And look, ladies, my online business changed my whole life. Complete change. I have made more money than I ever could have imagined from my cell phone, a laptop, and some Wi-Fi. I now have peace. I'm not stressing about bills anymore. I now have freedom. I get to do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. I have purpose now. I get to wake up every single day doing what I love. I have confidence now, a lot of it. Everything I tell myself I'm going to do, I do. But before all of this, before COVID, I lived a very different life. I used to work a 9 to 5. I used to be depressed. I used to have anxiety. I used to be extremely insecure. I used to be an alcoholic. See, I have bought into the American dream bullshit that they sell all of us, but I bought in back in high school. They told me to go to college. They said to get a 4-year degree, graduate, get a good job with stability and benefits. You'll be able to afford to take a couple trips a year. You can buy a nice house, raise a family, retire or put in extra money for your retirement, and then retire and live out the rest of your years in dignity. So I said, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So that's what I did. I went off to college and got me a 4-year degree. My friends all went. My mom told me to go, so I went. That degree cost me $40,000. Graduated, got my first dream job, full-time job. They were gonna be paying me $60,000 a year, and they were giving me benefits, okay? That's more money than I had ever made at 23 years old. I thought I was about to be rich. I thought this American dream that they hyped up was really happening for me. So I decided to move out of my mom's house. I was sick of her rules and I was ready to be a grown woman and do grown woman things. So I got my own apartment. But I didn't stop there. See, I told you guys I had really bad spending habits back in the day. We listen, we don't judge. I do what most Americans do. I went out and got me a car payment. See, I already had a car, okay? And it was paid off. Title in hand. It got me from point A, B, C, D, E, and F. But it was old. No push to start, no leather seats, no touch screen in the dash. I had to upgrade to match my new upgraded life, right? Yeah, so I went out and got me a brand new Dodge Charger, top of the line. Cost me $450 a month. And we all know with expensive cars comes expensive car insurance and expensive gas. Now I'm paying all these bills all by myself, being a grown woman and broke as hell. Every syllable of the word broke. I couldn't afford to take no vacations. I couldn't even afford to get my nails done. I was broke. I had another problem. I had to start paying back them damn student loans. See, at 23, I thought it was all fun and games. I didn't think the government really wanted their money back. I thought everybody had student loans. Who cares? The government is not playing with you. And they want their money back. See, they'll give you 6 months after you graduate college to get on your feet. They want you to focus on getting a job. So they won't call, they won't send letters. Just go focus. But best believe when that 6-month mark hits, they're sending letters because they're going to tell you how much you can afford. So they want to see your tax returns. And since they saw on paper that I made $60,000 a month, I didn't have any dependents, they don't care about how much your rent is, they don't care about your car payment, they don't care. They said I should be able to pay $400 a month. That's the price. And it's not up for negotiation. I already tried and called to negotiate it. They didn't want to hear it. $400 a month. I had 11 student loan accounts that they lumped under one monthly payment of $400 a month. Every month that I did not pay those student loans, which was literally every month because I truly couldn't afford it, I got 11 missed payments on my credit. In the course of 1 year, I racked up 121 missed payments. My credit was shot. 520. Now I'm like, well, there goes my American dream house. Who's gonna give me a mortgage loan with a 520? Gonna have to fix that. So I'm broke. I have really bad credit. I have one last problem. I hated my job. See, college didn't prepare me for the war zone in corporate America. I had no clue what I was walking into. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up very sheltered, okay? So in my early 20s, I was very naive and just took things at face value. I just didn't know. I always gave people the benefit of the doubt, okay? I was very naive. And so in my interview, my supervisor told me that everybody was just one big old work family and they all cared about each other, they were all friends, and they just truly wanted to see everybody happy. So I went into that department thinking that was the truth. I learned that in corporate America, people will smile in your face. They will sit down with you in the break room, kiki and kaka, but they don't like you. They'll even invite you out to happy hour off the clock. They're not getting paid to be around you, but they still don't like you. They'll do the Thanksgiving potlucks and the Secret Santas in the break room and we all kumbaya, but they don't like you. They will even invite you to family events like baby showers and weddings, but they don't like you. And best believe, when someone wants to get promoted, everything that you said ends up in your manager's email, and you become the most hated employee. I was miserable. I worked with all women. I was the youngest one there. I had confided in my quote unquote work sister. That's what she told me we were. She told me I was the younger sister she never had. She was 31. I was 23. And then when she wanted to get promoted, everything I said ended up in the emails. Walked right into that. I didn't know. I was miserable. I must have put in hundreds, if not thousands, of applications trying to get out, trying to get a new job. But nobody was calling me back. I couldn't even get an interview. So I'm broke, bad credit, hating my job. For the first time in my life, at 23 years old, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced what it feels like to feel trapped, consider yourself blessed. You are blessed, because I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But let me give you some context. See, trapped feels like no matter what you do, your life's not gonna get no better. That's how it feels. You can try to have a positive mindset and be optimistic, but it feels like nothing but negative ass shit from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed every single day. That's how trapped feels. You can try to work overtime or get a part-time job so you can catch up on some bills, so you can have some breathing room and stop stressing so much about money. But just when you start to get a little bit of a savings, something always comes up and slaps you in the face. Now your car won't start. It's always something. And no matter what you do, it's not gonna get no better. You can try to pray to God and get him to help you, but it feels like he's not listening. It feels like he's ignoring you, because it feels like he's not fixing it, because it feels like you're still miserable. That's how trapped feels. And I felt like that for 6 years. I used to sit in my car and cry before I even clocked in every day. I used to bring my job home with me. You ever did that? So what that means is you are off the clock, okay? You are at home. You should be enjoying time with your spouse, but you can't, because you're replaying everything that happened at work and you are telling him about it. They have taken over your mind. There's no peace anymore because they live in your head. That's how that feels. I started to have anxiety. I grew up in a pretty good environment. I never had anxiety as a kid, okay? I got anxiety now. I got butterflies in my stomach that I can't seem to get away. I couldn't sleep anymore. To deal with all that depression and anxiety, all the things, I started drinking. I didn't know how else to cope. First, it was just a few drinks a week, just to calm my nerves. But it quickly spiraled out of control. I became an alcoholic. And listen, the only reason why I'm telling you this is because if any of my story resonates with you, you are already doing something hard. Going to a job that steals your spirit is hard. Crying all the time because you're so unhappy right now is hard. Not even believing that you're worth more than what you're living is hard. The reason why I was so depressed back then was because I had nothing in my life to look forward to. I had no hobbies, I had no interests back then. So my life was on repeat. It was get up, go to work, be miserable, come home, cry, drink, sleep, repeat, week after week, month after month, year after year. Who wouldn't be depressed? That's depressing as shit. I used to think there was something wrong with me for feeling that way. No, that's depressing. There's nothing wrong with you. Of course it's depressing. It would be depressing to anyone. But now I have purpose. I get to wake up every single day doing what I love. Ladies, there's no such thing as a stupid idea. There is no such thing as something being too far-fetched. You see people on these apps yourself doing the darndest things. How many times have you scrolled on your For You page and you're sitting there scratching your head trying to figure out how the hell are they getting paid for this? Because it's crazy. But guess what? They are. They are. They are. You can do this. But you keep letting fear steal your dreams from you. It has to stop because it's not getting you anywhere. And I want to say one more thing before we move forward, because I need to make sure you hear me loud and clear. Thank you, Tia. If you work more than 8 hours a day, 8 or more hours, I hope you realize that you spend more time at work with people that you don't even like than you do your own family that loves you. See, I literally used to work 9 to 5. So what should have only been a 20-minute drive into the city was over an hour because I'm stuck in rush hour traffic. So an hour to work, an hour back, 2 hours gone. Then you got 8 hours at work plus your bullshit hour lunch, 11 hours out of your day gone. It's gone. When you get home, you feel exhausted. You're tired. You're frustrated. You're defeated. You only have a few hours to spend with your spouse or your kids before you have to put everyone to bed and do it all over again the next day, just to look forward to the weekend. But respectfully, what the hell are you even looking forward to? Because Friday you still worked. They still got 8 hours out you. Saturday is the only day that you get to do what you love. Sunday, not so much. No, because you have to prepare for the work week. You got to cook, you got to clean, you got to go to the grocery store, you have to do laundry, and you have to mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit sitting on your desk come Monday. Ladies, that is not living. That's surviving. Life is meant to be lived, not survived. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I do know this. The God I serve, the God who made me, he loves me. Yes, he does. And if he loves me so much, why would he put me on this earth to be miserable and hating my life? If he loves me so much, why would he want me crying and feeling anxious every day? He didn't. He didn't make me for that. He made me for a very special reason. And he allowed me the opportunity to figure out what that was and live it. And now I get to get up every single day doing what I love. For the longest time, I thought he skipped me. I thought I was skipped. I didn't used to think there was anything special about me and that I was just stuck right where I was. He didn't skip me. I wasn't stuck. I was living in fear. There is something very special about you too. And a lot of times, life has a tendency to life. And somewhere on our path of life, we lose our light. It becomes dim. It becomes dark. And it gets to the point where you don't think there's anything special about you too. Maybe it was a toxic relationship, toxic family, toxic job, toxic friends, toxic something. But you weren't skipped. You have something amazing to offer the world. And the beauty of having an online business is you can monetize it. No matter how far-fetched you think it is, I'm here to tell you it's not. It is not. There is something very special about you. And you can do this. But in order to do it, you have to let go of the fear, because it is the fear that is keeping you stuck. So please do yourself a favor and stop allowing fear to steal your dream life from you. Because on the other side of that fear that you refuse to let go of is the confidence that you don't have. It's the purpose that you will get to live with. It is the happiness that will seep through you. The way you carry yourself, the way you see the world changes when you're genuinely happy. Have you ever been around someone and you don't even know them like that, but you can just tell through their energy that they're happy? That feeling is on the other side of your fear. You gotta let go of the fear. You really do. And you can do this. Okay? All right. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody fear. We got that out. We got that out of our system. We got to move forward. Fear don't live here no more. Okay? Very good. Good morning. Happy Monday. My name is Coach Jazz. Sales tip number 2. Make sure you guys are writing this down because we got to execute. Sales tip number 2. People only buy from people that they like, that they know, and that they trust. Good morning. Good morning. Pray for me. Fear of success is keeping me from doing anything. Pray for me of success is keeping me from doing what I know I should do. Yes, you are worthy of success. Ladies, we always go worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, I start a business, everybody finds out, they laugh at me, and they tell all their friends. But why do we never do best case scenario? Why does our mind never go, oh, I started a business and it's successful and I get to quit my job and I get to save money and now I have a 401k and now I can take the trips that I never got to take and now I have the peace? Why does our mind never go to that? Ask yourself that. You notice you do that? It never goes to what good could happen. It's just automatic, worst case scenario. Always. We got to stop that. We got to stop. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, great. Well, how do we get people? So if they don't like us, they're not going to buy it. If they don't know us, they're not going to buy it. If they don't trust us, not going to buy. Okay? So how do we get people to like us? Okay. Ladies, you're going to do that through your content. It is our content that's going to build our community. And it's our community that's going to buy our products. In order to get people to like you through your content, I need you to be relatable and I need you to be authentic. And by the way, this applies to my faceless creators. Don't you dare think that because you're faceless, you get out of stuff. No, you don't. Everything that we're talking about applies to you too. You have got to be relatable and you have got to be authentic. Meaning you have to be yourself. You guys, people connect with people through emotions, okay? They want to be able to see themselves in you in some way, shape, or form. Not maybe necessarily physically, but just the things that you've experienced, your personality, your energy, all of those things. People can't connect with you if you're not being relatable and if you're not being yourself and being authentic. See, a lot of you guys are trying to be perfect. But you're actually doing yourself a disservice because nobody can relate to perfection because nobody is perfect. So I need you to just be yourself. Now, something that I struggled with, a lot of times it's hard for us to be ourselves. We don't know how to be authentic because we don't even know who we are. And the reason we may not know who we are is because we spent way too much time in life being who we thought other people wanted us to be. To my people pleasers, if that is something that you are struggling with, I need you to start spending more time by yourself. You are spending way too much time with other people. I need you to start taking yourself out by yourself. I need you to start sitting in silence by yourself so that you can figure out who are you? What things do you like? How is your personality when people not around? Okay? Now, for those of you guys who are camera shy, what I say, I need you to start being in front of the camera. So 30 seconds, multiple times a day. Don't say you ain't got 30 seconds. That's a lie, because you on social all day. Start recording yourself in front of the camera multiple times a day, not to post, just to get comfortable. And then you'll up it. You'll do more and more and more until you become more comfortable, okay? But in our content, we have to be relatable and authentic. And one last thing, stop living in fear and thinking that nobody will like you. You guys, there's a whole world out here. There are 8 billion people in this world. Somebody is bound to like you. You guys, when you post your content, it goes everywhere. You become an international superstar. And I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm just telling you this so you can realize how silly you sound. And I used to be fearful of this too, okay? You guys, you don't realize how many people you're able to help from all walks of life, all over the world, just because you decided to post the video. Just imagine if I let fear hold me back this morning and I didn't go live. Well, then those of you guys watching this live wouldn't have heard this message, and I wouldn't have been able to help you. But that's literally what you're doing to everybody, because you won't post. I have women inside Globe Academy from all over the world. I'm in the USA. I have women from inside Globe Academy from Canada, Australia, Jamaica, Barbados. I ain't never been to none of them countries. All because I was relatable, I was authentic, and I was able to help people. So please, just post the video. Please just post. Please just post the video. Stop overthinking. We said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, great. Well, how do we get people to know us? Okay, you guys, I need you to go live. And yes, you can go live and be faceless. Going live is by far the best way to build your community, because it allows people to engage, interact, ask you questions, and it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all hard-headed, and you're gonna say, that's great and all, Jasmine, I don't wanna go live. I'm just say, fine, don't. I told you, I'm not gonna try to convince you of anything. So if you don't wanna go live, don't. But let me just remind you, you also said you didn't wanna go to work. It amazes me how many people are willing to bust their ass at their job to build wealth for somebody else. But they absolutely refuse to bust their ass for their business and build wealth for themselves. You guys, you see for yourself, especially on TikTok, people on live selling. They're selling out. The internet does not sleep. All day and all night, they are selling. They're selling. So, I need you to go live and sell. Now, some of y'all are like, well, Jazz, I would go live. I'm not against it. I'm just live shy. Okay. For my live shy ladies, listen, the only reason why you're live shy is just because you don't have any experience doing it. It's not because you suck at life, and it's not because this isn't meant for you. It's just because you don't have any experience. You don't do it consistently. That's the only reason why you're live shy. We have been on this live for 103 minutes. And if you are still here, that lets me know that you trust what I'm saying to be true. Because if you didn't, you would have left. So I need you to trust this. If you go live consistently, I promise you, you will get to a point where you are no longer live shy. Ladies, everything that you do over and over again, you get better at. You didn't always know how to walk. Now you walk just fine. How? Because you had to do it consistently. You didn't always know how to read and write. Now you do that just fine. How? Because you had to do it consistently. You didn't always know how to drive either. Now you do that just fine. How? Because you had to do it consistently. So just imagine if you went live consistently. I can't make this up. People only buy people that they like, know, and trust. Yes, ChatGPT can write your lives. Absolutely. How do we get people to trust us? How do we get people to trust us? Ladies, there's a reason why I'm telling you to post consistently. And no, it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post consistently is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock somewhere, ladies, but people work hard for their money. You work hard, I work hard, we're all out here working hard. And if you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, you're gonna have to be trustworthy, which means you have to be consistent. Now, I wanna do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who do not have a product yet, sit this out, take your notes. For those of you guys who do have a product, but you're struggling to make the sales that you want, this is for you, okay? First, what I need us to do is remove the ego and the pride. We gotta get rid of it. Now, some of y'all can't do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing that anyone can teach you that you don't already know because you're perfect as is. Fine, I'm not gonna convince you otherwise. Keep thinking that. But for those of you guys who can remove the ego and the pride, and you recognize that there's always room for growth and improvement, and you're ready to be taught, I'm talking to you. We're gonna go to our profile and we're gonna ask ourselves some questions. And we gotta be honest. Write this down. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't you ever forget that. Now, ask yourself, is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also want you to ask yourself this, please be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer to any of those questions is no, then you should no longer be confused as to why, people are not buying from you yet. There should be no more confusion. But the reason why I say yet is because you have the power to fix it. That's the beauty of life, ladies. That's the beauty of business. That's the beauty of everything that we've talked about so far on this live. Anything, and I mean anything, that is not giving you the results that you want, fix it. You have the power to. So if it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, how you can help people, then fix it and make it clear so that when people come to your profile, they already know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Just fix it. The problem is, a lot of you guys choose not to. Listen, I already know that I am not the coach for everybody. And I have accepted that because not everybody really wants better for themselves. See, it sounds good. It sounds cool, but a lot of people don't genuinely want it because in order to fix it is going to require you to change. And I'm about to tell you the truth about yourself so that you can finally fix it and finally change. So if you're not ready for reality, then go ahead and leave now because we're about to get real. Every day, you have a choice. You can keep doing what you're doing, or you can change and you can fix it. But you always choose to keep doing what you're doing. If you're live shy, fix it. I already told you how. Just go live consistently. Just fix it. If you're camera shy, I already told you how to fix it. Just keep recording yourself in front of the camera until you're no longer shy. Just fix it. If you do lack confidence in yourself, then fix it. I already told you how. Keep the promises that you made to yourself. If you told yourself you were going to start a business, then start it. If you told yourself you were going to create content, then create it and post it. If you told yourself you're going to lose weight, then lose the weight. You choose not to, which is why nothing is getting fixed. You make the decision every single day to not do the one thing that will change your life. Whatever the goal is for you, you make the choice to not. You choose to complain, you choose to vent, you choose to throw pity parties for yourself, you choose to do all of the things except fix it. You don't fix it. A lot of times, we live in a trapped mindset. And we've been living in this trapped mindset for so long that we don't even recognize that we're living in one. And we have convinced ourselves that how things are today is how it's going to always be, and that there's nothing you can do to fix it. But what if I told you that's not true? And you're not trapped. See, I used to live in a trapped mindset too. Remember when I told you guys I felt trapped at that 9-to-5 that I had? I was never trapped. I convinced myself that I was because I lived in a trapped mindset, but I wasn't trapped. I told you guys that I was living paycheck to paycheck and I couldn't get another job. I could have got another job, but I got comfortable with making $60,000 a year. I could have worked at McDonald's. I could have got a job at Target or Walmart. But I got comfortable with 9 to 5. I got comfortable with weekends and holidays off. I could have just moved back home with my mom, catch up on some bills. But I got comfortable with having my own place. I didn't have to stay at that job. I got comfortable with the status quo. I could have let the bank repossess the car and just rebuilt my credit like people do every day, but then I wouldn't have a car. But I was never trapped. I convinced myself of that. And instead of fixing it, I would complain, I would vent, I would throw pity parties for myself, I would make excuses and procrastinate. I was doing all of the things of the one thing that I could have done to change my entire life, which was leave. And I finally left, and I changed my whole life. Some of you guys think that you don't have the power to fix it because you just don't have enough information. And you have convinced yourself that once you get more information, then it'll all make sense and it'll finally just fix itself. But what if I told you you're not lacking information? Because truth be told, you have more information than you even know what to do with because you are on social media all day. You are being bombarded with tutorials and how-tos. You've archived everything. You have watched all the lives. You are caught up on all the YouTube tutorials. You are not lacking information at all. You are lacking implementation, meaning you don't execute shit. Which is why I made the keyword of this live, execution, because you're not doing that. You are the woman who constantly talks about what she's going to do, but you never just do it. You're the woman who keeps talking about tomorrows and Mondays and New Year's, New Yous, and you don't do it. You are the woman who would rather complain and vent and throw pity parties for herself than just get up and fix it. That's you. And my question for you is, How much longer are we going to keep living like that? Because I don't have to convince you. You see this for yourself. It's not getting you anywhere. What has it gotten you? Because the business is still not businessing. The content is not contenting. The sales are not salesing. The confidence is -50. The self-respect is out the door. You don't talk to yourself appropriately and you let other people talk to you crazy. You have no boundaries or standards for yourself at all. So my question is, how much longer are we going to keep doing that? How much longer do you want to keep prioritizing everybody before yourself? How much longer? Because it's not getting you anywhere. You are going to have to change. There are things about you that do not align with the version of you who you want to become. The version of you that's confident, who's running her business, who follows through with what she says. The version of you who has standards for herself, who respects herself, who talks to herself respectfully and doesn't allow bullshit and toxicity from other people. That version of you, she's already within you. She's already within you, but the problem is she's buried under the fear, the limiting beliefs, the excuses, the pity parties. And in order to become that version, you are going to have to change. You're going to have to change. Now, some of y'all already know you have to change. You know there are things about you that have got to change ASAP. You are well aware, but yet you're not changing it because you believe that you have all this time in the world. You have become so entitled to time that you don't even realize it's entitlement. But my question for you is, how do you even know you'll be here 6 months from now? How do you even know that you'll be here 5 years from now? Who told you that? Who told you that? And instead of you living every day to the fullest, happy, fulfilled in your purpose, confident, you would rather live in fear, procrastination, and excuses and distractions. You don't have as much time as you think you do. That's the harsh reality. And you see for yourself how fast time is moving. How many times a day do you look at the clock and say to yourself, wow, I cannot believe it's already 8:20 in the morning. Wow. I cannot believe it's halfway through January 2026. Wow. I cannot believe I'm 35 years old already. Or whatever age you are. You do that all day. You do that all day. So you already see for yourself how fast time is moving, and you still choose to waste it. And my question remains, how much longer? How much longer do you want to keep doing it? You're going to have to change, ladies. You don't have a choice. There are things about you that's holding you back, and you're just letting time pass you by. Time is your most valuable asset. It's not money. You can always get money back. You cannot get time back. You will never be this young again. That's it. You are getting older, not younger. You got to change. One of the toughest pills I had to swallow in my own journey, and this is tough, so get ready. Your life and the direction that it's going in, whether it's going great or not so great, is a direct reflection of the choices that you make. Your finances are a direct reflection of the choices that you make. When I heard that, my ego shattered because it forced me to confront the woman in the mirror. See, I believed that the reason why I was paycheck to paycheck was because I wasn't making enough money. And I just needed to make more money so that I wouldn't be paycheck to paycheck anymore. And the crazy thing is, I made more money and was still paycheck to paycheck. How is that even possible? Because it was me. I had a spending problem. Whatever I wanted, I bought. I was always robbing Patrice to pay Paula, and I thought that was normal, and that's how life is supposed to be. Failing to realize that I was living above my means. Ladies, your problems do not get better magically. You have to fix them or they get worse. My spending problems got worse as I made more money because then I became an entrepreneur and I'm making all this money, which means I just have more to spend. And month after month, I am still paycheck to paycheck because I didn't have financial literacy. I didn't stick to a budget. Whatever I wanted, I bought. My finances were a direct reflection of the choices I made. I had to fix it. I had to change. Now, some of y'all might be like, Jazz, girl, I hear you. You're right. But I did the math 100 times and it still equals out to I don't make enough to afford basic bills. Fine. Maybe you don't. But your finances are still a direct reflection of the choices you make. How? Because times have been hard, ladies. This didn't happen last night. Food prices, rent prices, gas prices have been on the rise for years. And every day, you choose to do nothing about it. See, you could have launched your ebook 6 months ago. You would be making sales today. You could have started that YouTube channel 4 months ago. Yeah. It could be monetized today. You could have started that TikTok last month. You would be building your community today. And what did we say? Our community is who buys our products. But every day, you choose not to. You choose to complain. You choose to vent. You choose to throw pity parties for yourself. You choose to procrastinate. You choose to live in fear. You choose to do all of the things except the one thing that would change your entire life, which is start. You won't even start. And my question still remains, how much longer are we going to keep doing that? You're going to have to change. And listen, I'm no saint. I am flawed as hell. And the version of me that y'all see today is a direct reflection of all the changes that I had to make. I made a lot. Thank you, Win. A complete 180. I am nothing like who I used to be. You know, I used to be 100 pounds heavier. I lost 100 pounds. Kept it off for 3 years now. Just through exercise, eating less. That's it. You know, I used to make a lot of excuses. Thank you, Kim. I had excuses for years. I was the queen of excuses. I used to live in fear. Yeah, scary as hell. I used to procrastinate. My motto was, why do today what I can put off till tomorrow? In other words, I'll just do it later. But later never showed up. I used to be my biggest bully to myself. I know a lot of y'all can relate to this. The things I used to say to myself was absolutely disgusting. I used to call myself stupid on an hourly basis. And then I would joke about it. Oh, I'm just stupid. Just don't mind me. That's not freaking funny. That's not cute. But that's what I used to say to myself and to other people. How could I be a successful entrepreneur when I'm telling myself how stupid I am? I couldn't. That had to change. Ladies, the things that you say to yourself inside of yourself is what's causing you harm. If you have toxicity going on in your mind, I know for a fact you got toxic ass people in your life. If you have chaos going on in your mind, I know for a fact, I don't even have to meet you, you have chaos going on in your life. Your internal world is a direct reflection of your external. When you start putting boundaries in place, you will see your whole life change. I can't make this up. I had to change the way I talk to myself. One of the biggest distractions that I struggled with in my own journey was alcohol abuse. And I told you I started that toxic ass habit when I had that toxic ass job. And you would have thought that once I quit the job, the alcohol abuse would just went away. No, it actually got worse. Ladies, I told you, your problems do not fix themselves. You have to fix them or they just get worse. It got worse because at least when I was working, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours because I had to work. Well, I quit my job on a whim. I quit during COVID. Everything is shut down. I had nothing but time to drink. And I took full advantage. See, I just quit my job on a whim. I had been there for 6 years. I was fed up. I was about to turn 30 in a few months. I was like, I'm not bringing this crap into my 30s. I'm leaving. And I believe God planted the seed and told me, Jazz, the time to quit is now. Quit. So I quit. Didn't have any money saved. I had just bought a house 6 months prior, but I couldn't take it anymore. But the plan was I was going to live on my stimulus for a few months. Now, I don't have any kids, so I didn't have thousands. Okay, I had about $2,000. That's it. That wasn't going to get me far. But the plan was I'd be able to use some of it, kind of make some payment arrangements, and then my business will take over from there, and it'll just all work out. That was the plan. So I'm at home, it's COVID, and I'm doing all the things that you probably do. Watching YouTube videos, watching TikTok lives, just trying to make it all make sense. Content creation, digital products, AI, monetizations. But it's not working. I'm not making no sales, and ain't nobody watching my videos. See, the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. And I was lying to myself and saying that I'm doing everything I can do, I'm being productive, when in fact, I wasn't, because I was always drunk. But I didn't want to believe that. I was not posting consistently. I was not going live. I wasn't doing anything but just wasting time. And then I started to get pissed off at God because I'm like, God, you told me to quit. I'm running out of money. I already made a payment arrangement with my lights. If I don't pay the bill on this date, they're going to cut them off. I already missed one mortgage payment. If I miss another, they're going to start the process of foreclosure. I am stressed and I am pissed off because it's not working. I didn't want to admit the fact that I'm the reason why. My ego couldn't handle it. I didn't want to say out loud, I have a problem. Who wants to admit that? The guilt, the shame, the embarrassment. So I didn't. I just kept lying to myself. And I convinced myself that as long as I don't drink before 11 a.m., I'm not an alcoholic. Because see, alcoholics, they start their day with alcohol. So even though I drink all day, every day, as long as I don't start my day with liquor, I don't have a problem. So there's nothing to talk about. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. But you get to a point where you can't keep running from yourself. eventually you're going to hit a brick wall, right? And eventually God is going to force you to listen. I believe that God is within you. We all have God within us, right? So he's not at the church. He's within you. He's within me. So those ideas that we get, those are seeds that God plants. Those are ideas that he gave us. That gut feeling, that intuition, that's God trying to talk to us, trying to warn us. But have you noticed most of us never listen? We say we do. It sounds good in conversation. It sounds good on paper. Oh yeah, we listen to God. But in reality, we don't. We actually try very hard to ignore him. Because if that's not true, well then let me ask you, how many ideas did you have last year that you didn't even try? Exactly. If that's not true, how many times have you gone against your gut just to find out later you were right? We never want to listen to God. But eventually, he gonna make you listen. And I will never forget. I was sitting on my bed. I was lost. I was like, they're about to take my house. I was crying. Had my drink right beside me. I was like, they're about to take my house, y'all. And God asked me, he said, Jazz, what are we doing? What are we doing? You have been begging me for a business for years, which is true. I had been. He said the opportunity is literally right in front of you. It's right here. And you're just wasting it. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep doing what you've been doing, which is a whole bunch of nothing? Or are you going to change? Are you going to fix it? I decided to change. I decided to fix it. I decided to stop drinking. Haven't had a drink in almost 5 years. I will never touch alcohol again. I am done. But since I decided to change, my whole life began to change. I started posting consistently. My platform started growing. I started making sales, all because I decided to change. I started to feel good about myself for the first time in my entire life. I started to say nice things to myself. Thank you, Gina. I started to tell myself how amazing I am. I'm proud of myself. I started to really feel good and have confidence in myself. All because I decided to change. See, a lot of times we don't realize, and I didn't realize this back then, in order to get something, you are going to have to give up something. In order to get something, you have to give something up. You cannot have both. In order for me to get the business, I had to give up excuses. I had to give up procrastination. had to give up fear. I had to give up negative self-talk. I had to give up distractions. I had to give up alcohol. But when I gave those things up, ladies, God opened the floodgates of heaven for me. God gave me everything I asked for and more. See, I had just asked God for $60K a year. And I even started negotiating that. I said, Lord, help me make $45K to replace a job. I will just make it work. I'll cut the cable off. Just help me get out of this job, please. He gave me 6 figures. I asked God for 10K Instagram followers. I didn't even know 10 people. I thought that'd be pretty cool. He gave me 100,000 Instagram followers. I asked God for 5K YouTube subs. Like, yeah, that's great. He gave me 30,000 YouTube subscribers. I asked God for just a little bit of confidence so I could stop crying all the time and feeling sorry for myself. He gave me a lot of confidence. There's nothing that I don't think I can't do. I can't even remember the last time I cried. All because I decided to change. See, the woman I was back then wasn't aligned with this version of me, okay? This version of me is the version I've always wanted to be: confident, loving herself, following through with her promises, pouring into herself, prioritizing herself and not feeling bad about it, setting standards and boundaries for herself and people around her. But I couldn't become this version until I let go of that version. I had to change. I had to fix it. See, God already has our blessings ready to give us. He designed us for them. But the problem is, He also gives us free will. So you get to do whatever the hell you want to do. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Waste as much time as you want. But He will not budge and give you your blessings until you become obedient, until you fix it, until you change. So if you want to drag it out for 5 more years, He'll let you. Why waste 5? How about you drag it out for 20 more years? He'll let you do it. You delay your own blessing. But once you change, once you decide to fix it, every single thing that you ever asked for, times 1,000,000, comes to you. All because you decided to change. And okay, fine. Maybe, just maybe, change is hard. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is hard. Okay. But crying every day because you're so unhappy with the way your life is going right now is hard. I've been there. I've done that. I know. Knowing that you're meant for more and not even living it is hard. I've been there. I've done that. I know. Always giving up on yourself and not even believing that you're worthy of happiness, that's hard. I've been there. I've done that. I know. So you have to decide, which hard would you prefer? Because, see, I've lived both. I've done both. And I will always choose this hard. Because at least this hard comes with peace. This hard comes with freedom. This hard comes with purpose. This hard comes with confidence. This hard comes with income. You can have anything that you want, ladies. But you have got to stop getting in your own way. You have to change. For those of you guys who want to change, then I want to help you. But I can only help people who want it. If you don't want it, then fine. Keep doing what you're doing. If you are 1000% happy with your life and the direction it's going in, then just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it's working for you. If you like it, I love it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're not 1000% happy with your life and the way it's going right now, and you want to fix it, you want to change, then I want to help you fix it. I want to help you change. Inside Glow Up Academy, I'm going to teach you how to run your online business. I don't care what it is you want to do. It's all in there. Maybe you want to build an e-course or e-book. Maybe you want a private community. Fine, I'll teach you. It's in there. Maybe you want to sell on TikTok Live, how I do, how lots of members inside Glow Up Academy do. Fine, I'll teach you. It's all in there. Maybe you want to be a YouTuber. You want to monetize your content and get paid for views. Fine, I'll teach you. All of my platforms are monetized. Every single thing that you need to be successful with your online business is inside Glow Up Academy. But not only am I going to teach you how to build your business, most importantly, I'm going to teach you how to build yourself. Inside Glow Up Academy, I'm going to teach you how to build your confidence. I'm going to teach you how to build your discipline. Your accountability, your follow through, your self-respect. Together inside Glow Up Academy, we're going to let go of your fears. We're going to let go of your limiting beliefs. And we are going to let go of your negative self-talk. Glow Up Academy is the space where you glow up, not just in your business, but in your life. Because when we build your confidence, now you already know what you can do. And now you actually do it because you know you can. The problem is you deep down inside don't even believe that you can, which is why you always give up. We gotta fix it. We gotta fix it. We have got to stop self-sabotaging. So let's fix it together. Allow me to be your mentor and allow me to help you fix it so that you can finally build the dream of your life. Glow Up Academy is the space where we build our business, but we also become the woman who follows through. Now, before I let you inside Glow Up Academy, a couple of things here. Number one, believe it or not everybody has the same goals or the same path. Some people have a product but no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas, but we got to lock in on one. I told you guys earlier, a lot of time we spread ourselves too thin. And so you're trying to do 50 ideas at one time. We're going to pick your most favorite and we're going to build that. Okay? Money flows where energy goes. And some of you guys have no clue as to what you want to do. And that's fine. I'll help you figure that out. No matter where you're at in your journey, I can help you. I have just noticed for myself, having more than 10 people join at one time overwhelms me. Okay? So that's why I take the link off once we get to 10 and I don't accept more people until I'm ready. Okay? Number 2, I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. I told you guys, I'm only interested in helping people who want it. I can't convince you of nothing. I'm not here to try, okay? Women who know that they're tired of their BS, they move. They've been sitting, they've been listening, they've been writing. I motivated them, I inspired them, I opened their mind to new perspectives. They know who they are, and that's who I'm here to help, okay? So when the timer starts, just move, because I do take the link down, okay? So just move, don't hesitate, okay? One last thing, Glow Up Academy is lifetime access. So once you're in forever. So you will always have access to our live coaching calls on Thursdays. You will always have access to our Sunday resets, which is our book clubs. You will always have access to my inbox. Any questions that you have, any feedback, whatever, you will always have access to all of those things. You will also always have access to everything that I update every single month, okay? So once you're in, you are in forever. Now, I normally sell Glow Up Academy for $5.97 lifetime access, and people buy it. 10 people bought it yesterday at $5.97. The word is getting out. But because you guys were here, you were present, you took time out of your morning, you took notes, you asked questions, and you promised me you were going to execute, I'm going to take the price down, but I'm only going to leave it down for 10 minutes. Once that 10-minute timer goes off, ladies, it's going back up to $5.97, okay? So like I said, just move. You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break the payment up, that's fine, all right? It's gonna be marked down to $249. So it'll stay $249 for 10 minutes, and then we're done, okay? Before you leave off my live, once you enroll, I need you to confirm to me that you received your email. I like to make sure everybody is where they are supposed to be, okay? I don't know what your email is. Sometimes you misspell it. An autocorrect gets you, it inverts letters, whatever, and now it's misspelled. And then that's why you didn't get the email. So I need you, before you leave me, to confirm that you received your emails. You will be getting 2 emails. The first email will be coming from Stan. The second email will be coming from Jasmine Spencer. That is me, okay? I need you to confirm that you got both before you leave, okay? All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to join. I'm gonna start with TikTok, YouTube. Your instructions are a little bit different. And for those of you guys who already joined, just give me a few seconds. I'm about to go down the list now to make sure you got everything you're supposed to get. It'll be like 5 more seconds. One more thing too. For my ladies on here who know that they want extra accountability, you want me on you every single day. You want the Zooms, you want me on you, checking in, making sure that you were supposed to be doing what you're doing. I got you. So click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile. Now TikTok, this one right here, this is my main one. This is my backup. So the profile does not look the same. However, the link is the same. glowuploungehq.com. Click on that, okay? I want you to click on this red button right here that says open. And then here we are. Click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And as you guys see, it's already been marked down. Become the woman who actually follows through, $249. Scroll down, feel free to read my reviews, I don't mind. Enter your name, quadruple check your email address. This is what I'm talking about right here, okay? You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break the payment up. Click on the box right here that says I understand and agree to terms and conditions, and click this blue button that says start my glow up. Within 30 seconds, you should be getting that first email from Stan. If you do not, that's because there was a spelling mistake, but no worries, we'll take care of it right here. That's why I want you to confirm that you received your email, okay? And so for those of you guys who know you want the extra accountability and the extra discipline, you want me on you every single day, I want you to click on the second button that says Glow Up Academy, Lifetime Access plus 30-day activation, okay? And here we are, become the woman who follows through. So you're still getting full lifetime access to Glow Up Academy in addition to the 30-day activation. This is where you and I are locked in for 30 days every single day, and I am making sure that you are doing all of the things that we set out for you to do week by week. We're doing Zooms, and we're following up with each other in the group chat, okay? So if that's what you're interested in, fine. Scroll down, enter your name, quadruple check your email address, and then click Start My Glow Up, okay? And same thing, within 30 seconds, you should see that first email, all right? not TikTok, sorry, YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, you have to leave my live. You have to come to my YouTube channel, and you're gonna click right here where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then you're gonna click on this top button, Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And if you want the 30-day activation, you'll click on the second button, okay? And then here we are. Become the woman who actually follows through. Same thing, you're gonna scroll all the way down. You can use Afterpay or Klarna, break it up so you can get a discount, name, email, start my glow up, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer now, ladies. Now, once you guys are inside, a couple of things. As soon as I get off live, I always hop inside Glow Up Academy and start speaking to you guys. Please make sure you respond to my message. Ladies, let me pull it up so you guys can see. Once you're inside, there's a icon right here. There's an inbox icon. That's how you and I are gonna be communicating. If you're in the 30-day activation, that's something different. We have a different source of communication. But you're gonna be responding right here. So please make sure you click on that. Even if you can't respond to my message right now, please promise me that you will respond to it before you go to bed, because I can't help you fix anything if I don't know what the problem is. Okay, so this is why I need you to respond to my message. All right, now, once you're inside, I want you to click on the classroom tab. Hold on, let me brighten the screen a little bit. Okay, I want you to click on the classroom tab right here. And here's where everything is. So I want you to click where it says start here, welcome and orientation, okay? Welcome and orientation right here, very first of all. I have a 7-day orientation for you. And no, it's not busy work. There's a reason why I have it. Ladies, we are rebuilding ourselves, okay? We are building our confidence and our discipline and our follow through. We do that through repeated actions of proving to ourselves that not only can we start something, but we have the ability to finish it, okay? I already know you can do anything you put your mind to, but I need you to know that, okay? So I have a 7-day orientation. The videos are very short, to the point, with a small homework assignment that's towards your goals. I need you to do it, and then I need you to let me know that you finished it. Yes, you guys are locked in with me. I don't know why y'all thought this was a game, okay? So I need you guys to do that. Now, once you are done, the beauty of Glow Up Academy is you get to choose your path, okay? Like I said, everybody has their own goals. So if you are ready to start your business, that's what you're ready to do, then go to the business building vault. I walk you guys through how to use Canva. This is especially important for my ladies on here who are not familiar with Canva and all of the cool things they can do. So please make sure you do that. I show you guys how to customize, how to add sounds, everything for whatever it is you're building, okay? Now, I also walk you guys through how to upload to your hosting site, how to price your products, and how to build your business credit, file your taxes, and set up your LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whichever you want, okay? Now, if you already have a product, but you're struggling to make sales, go to the marketing mastery vault, okay? If you do want to work on your mindset, you have limiting beliefs, you live in fear, you're a people pleaser, you lack boundaries, go to the motivation vault, okay? If you want to prioritize yourself this year, maybe you never put yourself first, you've never made yourself a priority, and you want that to be a big thing for you this year, then I want you to go to the self-care and femininity vault, okay? If you want to grow your Instagram, go to the Instagram vault. If you want to grow your YouTube, YouTube vault. If you want to grow your TikTok and sell on TikTok, TikTok vault, okay? If you're healing, maybe you had a friendship breakup, a relationship breakup, whatever it is, go to the healing vault. You guys would be surprised how a lot of the times when we don't heal from things that hurt us, we end up hurting ourselves in the future and repeating patterns. I can't make this up. So please go there. For my faceless creators, faceless vault, okay? And if you want to get into manifestation, I truly believe in manifestation vault, okay? So that's how Glow Up Academy is set up. You choose your path and your direction, okay? All right, let me start sending out these emails for my ladies who joined. We have 6 slots left. Abby, can you please check your email and confirm that you received the email from Stan and the email from Jasmine Spencer? Remember, ladies, you should be receiving 2 emails. Rhonda, can you please check? RG30, can you please check RG30? And Alex, I need y'all to please check. I'm not sure which live y'all are on. Y'all know how we roll. If you're new here, you didn't know. Now you know. Please make sure you guys confirm to me that you received your emails. Please, please, please. Okay, let me show you guys again. And for the ladies who are on the fence, let me just say this. You could have been anywhere on the internet right now, but you're here. Why? Because I was able to connect with you. I was able to connect with you. If I wasn't able to do that, you would have left. Do not allow this connection to end, because as soon as I end this live, all communication between us stops. And then within a few hours, life goes back to how you know it. If you sat here and you were present, let's keep it going. Stop getting in your own way. Stop holding yourself back. Join Glow Up Academy and get the support that you deserve. Okay? All right, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in. Thank you for telling me. Thank you, thank you. I'll be in there in like 5 minutes. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You can come to my profile. Click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And don't forget, this TikTok is my main one, so the profile doesn't look like this, but the links are the same. You're gonna click on the red button that says open. You can click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And then for those of you guys who want the 30-day activation, you want me and you locked in for a full 30 days. We're doing our one-on-ones and checking in, making sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I want you to click on that one, the second one, okay? And same thing, scroll all the way down. You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break it up and still get the discount. Enter your name, quadruple check your email address. I understand. Start my glow up, the blue button, okay? YouTube, same thing. You're going to leave the live and you can come to my YouTube channel and click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then here we are. Top one for Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access, and then the second button for the Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access plus a 30-day activation, okay? And my ladies know who they are. We have 6 members inside the 30-day activation, this cohort. Y'all know who you are. These are for the women who, they already know how they roll. They know they need somebody on them. They already know. They already know they need somebody on them. They're not playing no games. They're not playing no games. They already know how they move. Okay, we got a few more minutes and then we're closing it out. I am still waiting on 3 more ladies to let me know that you got your email. I know that I have the power to make my dreams come true. I know that I have the power to make my dreams come true. I know that I have the power to make my dreams come true. Now that we know that, what are we going to do about it? Are we still going to make excuses and watch from the sidelines? Or are we going to get our asses out there and get something going? Hello, clock it. I am strong, motivated, and ready to tackle any challenge. Good morning. Okay. I am strong, motivated, and ready to tackle any challenge. Amen, amen. All right, 1 second. Okay, can you check your email for me and let me know you received the email from Jasmine Spencer? And you guys make sure I want you guys to make sure you're clicking and actually joining while we're live too. So the reason why you're getting that second email from Jasmine Spencer is because Glow Up Academy is lifetime access. So I had to add you in manually. So I want to make sure that everyone's where they're supposed to be. Okay, there's no fees and nothing like that. That's why we're doing it like that. Okay, so that's why I'm sending you that email, and that's why I need you to let me know that you are in. Okay, because 6 of y'all have joined, but only 2 people have actually clicked and like are in. So I'm still waiting on y'all to do that. Okay, please don't leave my live until you do that. Progress is to make small steps towards big goals. Progress is to make small steps towards big goals. Amen, amen. We're just doing something small every single day towards the goal. It doesn't have to be a 10-hour ordeal. No, it does not. It could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And don't sit here and say you don't have time. That's a lie. Because you on social right now. I am confident in my abilities. I am confident in my abilities. And if you are not confident in your abilities, we gotta fix it. We gotta fix it, okay? That confidence that we build is what's going to take us through. That's gonna get us through into entrepreneurship, into our first sale, into our first live, into our first 1K month, into our first 10 pounds lost, like whatever the goal is, whatever it is. I'm just throwing stuff out there. That's what that's going to get you to. Confidence. But if you don't have confidence, then you're not posting. If you don't have confidence, you're overthinking. Oh, because in your mind, it'll never be good enough because you don't think you're good enough. Yeah. Exactly. That's the problem. Some of y'all don't think you need confidence to start a business. Okay, well, let me ask you how that's going. Because if you truly lack confidence in yourself, I already know you sitting on the idea and you've been sitting on it for months. And you asking everybody and their mama what they think you should do because you don't have the confidence within yourself to know that you have a great product. We got to fix that. We have got to fix that. Some of y'all got a whole draft full of stuff in the drafts. I need someone to hold my... Let's go, Marsha. Come on. Some of y'all have a full draft. Got 20 videos in the drafts. Won't even hit upload because you don't have the confidence to believe that your content is good. This is why I stress the importance of building confidence. Yes, this live was also about business building, but it was more so about confidence than anything else. Because if you don't believe in you, you're not going to get anything done. I can't make this up. Yes, let me show you. Okay. There's a method to my madness. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile. Click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then click on this red button right here that says open. You're gonna click this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access for $249. For those of you guys who do want the extra hand holding, you want someone on you every single day for the 30-day activation, you're gonna click on the second button. Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access plus the 30-day activation, okay? We're doing our one-on-one Zooms in here, absolutely. Okay, so you click on that same thing, you'll scroll all the way down, enter your name, quadruple check your email address, and then hit Start My Glow Up. Please don't leave my live until you confirm to me that you received your email, okay? And you can use Afterpay or Klarna as well for both of theirs. I'm still waiting on 2 more ladies to let me know they got their email. I really don't like ending my lives, so I know everybody's where they're supposed to be. You know this, because some of y'all are not new. I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, you guys, that was the timer. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. For those of y'all who joined Glow Up Academy, I'm hopping in now. You'll see a message from me in the next 5 to 10 minutes. For those of you guys who didn't, that was a choice that you chose to make, and that's fine. I'm not here to convince you otherwise, but don't get confused when you keep falling back into your old patterns. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you might need help. That's why we talked about ego on this live, because you get in your own way, okay? Make sure y'all follow me if you haven't already. I truly enjoyed y'all, and I will see y'all later. Bye, TikTok number 2.